want to talk to you a little bit about Copilot from Microsoft 365 and how to think about ways that you can enhance your productivity with this cool capability that's been out now for about a year. So first off, what is in Microsoft 365, the Copilot capability? Well, there are tons of different features in there, but it kind of boils down to these types of capabilities. So first is the ability to have more effective meetings. So you can quickly catch up on meetings you missed. You can follow certain meetings and see a transcript of what's going on in the meetings that you're not even in. If you jump in late, it'll give you a quick summary of what's happened in the meeting already. And then you have the ability to track all your action items. So if you just say, hey, let's take an action item to do X after this meeting, it will actually bundle that up into an action item component of your summary of those meetings. So having the transcript, having those summaries, having action items that you can follow up on coming out of your meetings just creates a ton of efficiencies, and it gives you the opportunity. You don't have to have a note taker come onto your meetings now because you have that AI note taker working for you. Other capabilities, you can get answers across all of your different data. So when you go into Excel, you can say, hey, summarize what's going on in this table for me. You can use it to create powerful PowerPoint presentations as well too. So take a Word document that you've got today, and you can instantly have a PowerPoint presentation that captures a lot of the content that you had in your Word document. And content creation, so you can just say draft with Copilot, and you can draft a long Word document or a long email. You can say summarize this presentation for me and catch up on what's in the 28-slide presentation very quickly. And then in all the different apps between Word and Excel and PowerPoint, you can create documents quickly, charts quickly, presentations, all of that stuff. You can just tell it what you want it to do, and it will go create that for you. And then on the email side of things, being able to have suggested responses to emails is great. I know if I get an email for someone saying, hey, you donate money to this charity that I've never heard of before, I may want to say something polite back, but I don't really want to spend a ton of time on that particular response. And so I will have Copilot suggest a response for me that sounds nice, but doesn't take me 15 minutes to draft. It can take cues from the way that you respond to emails and give you suggestions based on how you might type it as well. And then one of my favorite things is every once in a while I'm copied in on an email that has like 24 different responses that are going in that have gone on for a while, and say, Eric, what do you think? And instead of having to read all 24 emails now, I can get a summary of what happened and be able to jump in and give a response pretty quickly. So it just gives you so much capability to move faster, to create documents more quickly, to have very powerful meetings using this Copilot for Microsoft 365 capability. And then another couple of cool areas are using the chat feature. And this is one of my favorite features of Microsoft 365. So there's business chat, and then there's chat within each of the applications. So you can use Copilot within your domain, and you can search for stuff that you have in your OneDrive or SharePoint or on the web, all from one place. So using the enterprise search for Copilot, it will search any of those different places. And the best thing about it is it doesn't use the searches, the prompts that you've written to go back and inform the engine either. So you can know that you're searching securely when you do those types of searches. And then you can ask questions in Teams and say, hey, who is our dental provider this year? And what do I need to do to log into our dental provider's portal? And it will give you that answer, assuming that you've got that stored in Teams somewhere. And then that same capability is in Edge as well, too, so you can get contextual information about a web page that you might be on while you're browsing the internet as well. And then in each application, you will see the ability to get summaries of where you are, summaries of emails, summaries of Word documents, summaries of PowerPoints, and you can ask questions of what's going on in this PowerPoint, or ask a specific question. Did we cover this in the PowerPoint? It will give you an answer of where you covered it and what the summary is of it, or no, we didn't cover that in the PowerPoint, and then you can add a slide to be able to cover that. So any app that you're in, you'll have that sidecar, as we call it, that comes up on the side and gives you a chance to interact with the data using Copilot. So here's a quick glimpse into what you can see in this intelligent meeting recap. So this is an example of a meeting where you can look at all hour and 48 minutes of the recording if you want to see it. You can see who talked in those meetings as well too. So one of the things you might want to ask your salespeople is, in a presentation, when you're talking to a client, are you letting the client talk more? Because you'll be able to see who talked for how long in each of those the sessions that you have, and you can see a summary there of the meeting notes and then the follow-up tasks that were determined, and then that Copilot in-app chat is on the right side where you can ask questions of what happened during that meeting as well too. So if you look at the meeting notes and you don't see exactly what you think you're going to see, you can ask questions. Oh, did we cover this in the meeting? And it will tell you based on the transcript that's been recorded as well.